Okay, I missed a little bit in the beginning because my internet connection was slow. So,
Oh,
but like it sounds fine. Just like uh, maybe mm, enunciate better, I guess, because I zoned out also in between. So,
okay.
but I liked it. It was sweet. Sakshi, do you have anything?
I don't know. This counts as speaking about the narrative, and we're just supposed to talk about the sound as such. But I think it's like a little lengthy, and it being so like so long, we should
Hmm.
try to make it a little more gripping. I just feel like there's no like, not that there needs to be a climax for it to be like interesting or anything like that, but I just
Hmm.
feel like you were talking like just talking about your school life,
Yeah.
like I don't know, it didn't it felt like a journal entry, which is fine. Like I guess that's what it's supposed. Like I'm not sure 100%,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It sounded a little monotonous, I guess, because like
Yeah,
I don't know how else how to put it.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you put it. It sounded
Yeah,
monotonous. Yeah,
exactly. There's no other way to put it.
I
Yeah, so
mean,
I should
No,
work on it.
like I
okay.
mean, I yeah,
No, I mean, like
I
I
don't
had
know.
just read it and practiced it. So now that I read it out, I myself felt it's a little lengthy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you should also like try to pick out the parts that you find really interesting instead
Okay,
of talking about so many generalized things, like I
fine.
feel the part about you sitting like you sitting in class and having time to yourself, like you spoke about that. I think
Yeah.
like you spoke about, it's not that you spoke about it a lot, it's
Hmm.
like you spoke about it and then you spoke about something else and then you went back to that, and then
Oh,
like it's like I'm not sure if I'm making any sense,
okay.
or
No, no, you are. It's fine.
but I don't. No, it was good. It was good. It's just that, yeah, monotonous is probably the thing though.
Sure.
Hmm.
Okay. And instead of like
Yeah.
generalizing, you want me to like focus on parts that I found really interesting.
Yeah, like I feel like, like you spoke about your school life in general, so I didn't get your complete depth on something you really liked in school, like you didn't go into detail about something for me to feel it as much as you felt it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was
Yeah.
point, but I want to know like,
Huh.
oh, okay, why did you get this point, and speak more about that point so I know why it was so interesting to you.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll work on that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
So, which
right.
one of you is going now?
I can go, but like, if
Go for it, go for it, go for it.
yeah. All right. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Also, is someone else recording? Because I am, but it's better if
I'm
another
Even
person.
I
recording.
am. Even I am.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
I started a little later though. So,
That's fine.
okay.
Why do we need to record though? Who is the recording
Uh,
for?
we have to record it and submit the link of the recording to Vipin so he can see, because this is feedback, peer
Okay.
reviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool.
All right. I'm
Okay.
starting now.
Yeah.
If there's one thing certain about life, it is that life is uncertain. It's chaotic, nonsensical, and an absolute mess. My life is chaotic, nonsensical, and an absolute mess. Growing up, I went to three schools, which had completely different styles of education. I did my first to sixth grade in a CBSE school, my seventh grade in ICSE, and my eighth to tenth grade in IGCSE, which is the International Board of Education operated by the Cambridge University. And then I did my 11th and 12th in a pre-university college, which is the state board. So in terms of my education, I have seen everything my state has to offer. The whole experience has shaped the way I think about various issues. Even at home, I have come across people in my family who have directly opposing points of view. There are staunch communists, capitalists, and socialists in my family. And there have been a lot of discussions about the various issues, and each person would have a different point of view. My father was always open with me and told me to believe whatever you want, and what you feel matters. And with that, I have come to my decision on political issues, which are three simple words: I don't care. I don't care. Three words I have always followed when it came to discussing issues of various kinds. Although the words stay the same, the meaning has changed a lot, from I don't care about these issues because they don't affect me to I don't care to have futile arguments about these issues and take sides because it doesn't matter. The issue does not go away. Even my thoughts on God and the universe have been very simple. Nothing matters. I come from a Hindu family. Now, that may seem in today's context, a person like me in a Hindu family, a straight up nightmare. But actually, even though my family was Hindu, we never exactly were strict about the belief in God. In fact, my dad told me that you don't have to believe in God to be a Hindu, because Hinduism itself questions the existence of God. Now, I'm not against religion, but I don't believe in God either. Well, not entirely. Sometimes I like the thought of reincarnation or an afterlife just because I have an imagination. And I like to keep things interesting because otherwise life is just boring. Without all these tensions, beliefs, convictions, life is just boring. It's one of the primary reasons I never take sides and don't have any political alignment of any kind, because I believe all of them are required in order to maintain balance. And for balance to exist, there must be equal amounts of both sides. At least that's how nature works. There will be at all times be equal amount of both sides. And if you look at the larger picture, and I mean from the point of view of from the vast expanse of the universe, we are smaller than the shit of the tiniest super microscopic atom in existence. So if you think about it, nothing we do matters or makes a difference in the universe. No matter what we do, the universe will keep expanding and one day we will all die. Life is uncertain. There is no bigger plan. I mean, take my journey into filmmaking. I never wanted to become a filmmaker. Uh, I originally wanted to get into music and become a musician. I even took courses on music and music theory. I explored the field so extensively, all to become a musician. Then I took a short course on filmmaking and acting. And I soon realized that films is a way for me to do everything I liked: write, make music, and tell interesting stories. I always wondered if I hadn't taken that 2-month course, I probably would have been in a music conservatory of some kind. And that would have been very likely because uh, I was sometimes and still am a very lazy person. So who would rather sit at home than do anything, especially if it requires hard work? So it was a literal random chance that I landed up here. I guess that's how I came up with I don't care, because why worry about things beyond my control? I used to be cynical about the world and look at it very negatively, but now I'm positively cynical about the world. Yes, the world is filled with all kinds of crazies, but that's what makes this world interesting. The general insanity of humans, which can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. I just sit and enjoy the fact that my life is not as bad as it can get, and do what I can to make life good for everyone else. Even if it means making a bloody good movie for people to watch and get entertained by. There are enough people in this world making a change and standing up for causes. I just want to give people a break from all that. Enough worrying. Here, watch a movie, have some fun before going back and continuing to worry about the same things. If there is no one to give people a break, then everyone will just go insane. While that would be interesting to watch, who will be there to watch it when everyone is too busy being insane? That's why I simply stay out of it. It's not that I don't have opinions, I do, but there are people with better skills and actually have a side who are ready to make a change. I know what I'm good at, entertaining people. So that's what I'm going to do. So, my 3 words: I don't care. It has changed meaning so much to the point where I stopped feeling guilty about my privilege, which is a word that gets thrown around so much it has lost all meaning. You don't have to be guilty about the fact you are privileged and that someone else is not. Just don't be an asshole about it. At the same time, I do know that for every honest man, there is an asshole in the world somewhere. I just don't have to be one. That's it.
Solid. Samantha, you have anything to say?
Yeah, so I mean, I really like the content is really interesting, and like I was sort of hooked to it. So I listened to the entire thing, and your voice is very consistent throughout, and it like you sound fine. And yeah, I don't have much to say other than that.
Yeah, I really like the content, but the thing is, I feel like you don't get expression in what
Huh.
you're reading because you use
Wait.
this
Okay.
kind of language where you can like it's kind of like yeah, you don't care, but you're talking about why you don't care, right? Like
Yeah.
like you use these language like like even if it is to make a bloody good movie and make someone feel better, like there are certain words and
Yeah.
clauses that you could like pick up on just to
Hmm.
add to the weight of the situations, like when you talk about like when you're saying the word assholes, right? Like
Yeah.
you're saying, like when you're saying it in the sentence, it's like, yeah, I agree, there are assholes in the world. Like I feel like you can just emphasize like more about it, like it feels like you're reading it, you know what I'm saying, instead of
Hmm.
actually like if you I feel like if you were probably having a discussion with your friend about it, like you would be like, yeah man, there are freaking assholes, but that doesn't mean that
Ah.
I need to be one, or like just don't be annoying about it. Like I feel like that, like Samita said, your voice is constant, and I feel like because it's such like it's really nice content, you can show more expression in it.
Okay.
Okay.
But like the general reading was good. I mean, I don't like is what I felt.
All right.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Sakshi, your turn now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm already telling you. Mine's pretty trash, but I'm gonna go anyway. So it starts with um, I hate the dark. I'm not even sure where this fear stems from, but as a firm believer in past and future lives, I'd like to think that it has something to do with that. Perhaps I was brutally murdered in the dead of night through an airborne bullet or knife, which I couldn't even see coming, and I took that fear with me into this life. Anyway, I hate the dark. It's not that I wish that the sun was always up, because that's just quite odd. I would miss the silence of the night. It's when I'm sitting in my room and I would feel the pressure to abandon my night light, which is essentially a low watt bulb in a lampshade. My parents would keep reminding me that the electricity bill wasn't going to be considerate of my fear and I needed to just chill with the lamp. Also, being 20, a little childish to sprint in my room after I've switched off all the lights leaving a hall. I think it's something about the unknown, how we never really know what's lurking in the dark. While these very beings could be existing when the lights are on, I still have this fear. Since I was a child, I would always be able to picture things really graphically. I couldn't even pop my leg out of my bed frame out of the fear that something might just grab it. I don't think the occasional horror films that I was forced to watch helped either. And I would especially shit my pants if based on a true story flashed across the screen at the end. I've tried sleeping with the lights off on several occasions, simply because I wish to get over the fear. It's a fear, basically, right? Or some concept probing in my mind. Could very much be that my imagination will always turn out to be immaterialistic, but I still don't wish to take the chance. As soon as the bulbs are clicked off, my mind suffocates. suffocates with apprehensions or with the fear of phantom-like appearances. Not those that will pass through doors and walls. Well, maybe perhaps they could, but scared that I would feel their touch if need be. Bombarding my head with thoughts like that shadow had never been there. Only there has a streak of light. Is some spirit lurking outside my window? Is it inside my room? Only allowing itself to expose itself in the blackness. What sucks is, even in the dark, your eyes will force itself to see whatever it can. My mind molding figures out of slivers of light and convincing myself that the water bottle on my desk is an arm for the clothes on my chair, or that the pants hung behind my door is waiting for a moment to pounce. That these imaginary figures hold identities that have unpleasant intentions. I wonder why I don't fear the darkness that my eyelids control. Like when I get afraid, I almost shut them tighter than I usually would, causing a more blacker frame. But that black somehow assures a sense of security. Two blacknesses that have bang polar opposite characteristics. It can only be in my head, right? Like there's no other explanation for it. But no matter what I do, I just can't seem to get over it. I mean, I'm a little if okay, that's it. But I'm a little iffy about the end. But yeah. Hello.
Hello.
That
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Was it too short?
So
Mm.
one is, yeah, it was fine actually when it came to length. I guess you could have spoken a little more slower, because
Okay.
it just happened, like so many words just
Okay.
coming out of your mouth. And then when you said, okay, the end is a little iffy, the end, you said it in the same tone. So I thought, oh, so
Okay.
was
Okay.
that part of
Yeah.
it?
Okay. So speak slower.
Yeah. I agree with
Okay.
Stan on that. I mean, like, I could follow what you were saying, and it was kind of relatable because even I, like, as a kid, used to fear the dark for a while. So it was relatable. But yeah, I think you went a little too fast. Like, I could follow, but then I don't, not everyone can, I guess. Like, some people may find it too fast. So you should go a little slower.
See, like
Okay, cool.
the whole fear of the dark thing, you've got that whole universality about it. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people were scared of the dark and maybe still are.
Mm.
I was.
Yeah.
And so like you can, like how the pacing of horror films are like slow and like slowly building up. You can have that same pacing here, which will
Yeah.
reflect your emotion and what you felt maybe while watching the movie, so it becomes a bit more engaging rather than you just blazing through a whole bunch of words like, I just want to get this over with as fast as possible.
Mm.
Okay.
Sounded
Do
like
you
that.
think that how you're speaking about this build up? Do you think that should be in my voice, like the way I'm reading it, or in my
Yeah.
writing?
The
Like
way
the
you
way
read
that
it.
my writing builds up is what
I
needs to
mean,
be.
your writing, from what I heard, was fine.
Mm.
It's your emotions and stuff that should come out in your voice. So like all that should come out in the way you speak it. See, your writing can have like simple words and stuff, but and I can tell by the way you've written it in a way that, yes, it's not the best of writing, but it can work with the way you say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So are we? So now what?
Now, since I think we've all given our feedback, we just, yeah, that's it, I guess.
Yeah. And Stan, you'll put up the link, right? Or
I'd see all three of us have recorded it. For me, my
I
my
haven't
recording
recorded.
will be absolute crap because my internet was bad. So Samita's first part probably didn't get recorded. Yours, a few bits cut out for me.
okay.
So if one of you have whole recordings, you guys can submit. Just put it on YouTube and submit the link, and I think put all three of our names down.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay,
think my
so I
part
don't
didn't.
have a
Huh?
I don't have a recording, so I feel like one of y'all are gonna have to upload it.
Okay,
Okay, fine.
Samita, you have recorded it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Huh. So, see if yours is fine and then upload that.
Sure. Okay. Mine, I don't know if I recorded like mine speaking, because I think I started recording halfway when I was speaking. So I've got to check that
Okay,
out.
as long as the feedback is there, I guess it should be fine.
It should be fine, right? Okay. Huh. Your
Yeah, I
feedback is
guess.
definitely there in my record.
Yeah. If even then, just upload. I'll upload mine also as a backup, but just upload yours
Sure.
because
Okay.
mine doesn't have your first part at all because it didn't pick up.
Oh, okay. Fine. Then I'll also upload. The both of us will upload that.
Yeah.
But then, if mine, did he want our reading out thing to be there? Because if he
I
did, then I
don't
can.
think. I don't know because he didn't specify.
Huh.
So just you just upload then. You just upload. It's fine. It should be fine
Sure, sure.
because
Okay.
it's got majority of the stuff right. Because
Huh.
mine, I don't know if it picked up everything. That's why.
Okay. Mine picked up all the feedback, but my recording is all I'm not sure about. That's it.
That's okay.
Okay, fine. I'll upload that. That's just
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So then I
Cool.
guess we're
See you
done.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
Sure. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.